when I was told by my parents that I was going to go to Eastwood, I cried. And I was homeschooled for the first 5 grades, and I really wanted to stay homeschooled. But I started in 6th grade and graduated from Eastwood in 2008. And looking back, I think I treasure just the values that Eastwood kind of ingrained in me day in and day out that I would not have gotten if I went, of course, to a public school, but even to a larger private school.
I remember thinking that I would regret the most if I didn't graduate from Eastwood, and mostly just because of the education that I was being given. I just realized that I wasn't going to get one that was going to prepare me more for college than what I was getting here, and that was the most important thing, even above sports. And I also realized that although sports can be about competition, that I had such incredible teammates and community and family and friends that supported me here at Eastwood, and that nothing was going to replace that, even a higher level of competition. So I chose to stay here.
I was always very content with Eastwood, and I loved it because I think I caught on to what Eastwood had to offer a little earlier than everyone else. I really saw what I was blessed with at Eastwood, and that was the teaching and the biblical foundation that was woven into all of the education.
Eastwood really prepared me, and it helped me stay on track as well. Being a Christian school, all of your education goes back to Christ. I mean, everything you study, if it's math, it's seeing God in numbers, or if it's biology, it's seeing God in science, or even if it's just thinking, it's seeing God and how He created your mind to think in these different ways. And so it really helped to realize, everything that I learned, God is in it somehow. And so it's a good thing to be able to tell students and to tell young people, like, look, everything you go through, every single thing you encounter each day, it's all in God's plan, and God's created it, and He's allowed you to encounter this.
I'm not a naturally good writer, and just the volume of writing that I had to do at Eastwood really prepared me for the volume of writing that I had to do in college and the higher quality of writing I had to do in college.
Okay, I started at Eastwood in 1st grade and stayed until graduation in 12th grade. And I am so thankful that they did keep me here. The longer I've been gone, the more I've seen how fortunate I am to have this education. My writing skills and speaking skills are above a lot of people's. Even upperclassmen in college ask me to edit their papers for them. So I've been editing papers for seniors in college, and that's been huge just because I've been so far ahead of even people who are ahead of me in college.
9th and 10th grade were really hard academically for me at Eastwood, and at that point in time I thought, like, why won't my parents take me out of school here? I hate it. I don't know why, like, they're keeping me in school here. But by 11th grade and 12th grade I realized why they had kept me at Eastwood, and I saw other things going on at other schools, and I was so thankful that my parents had kept me at Eastwood and shielded me from everything that was going on, because once I graduated it was great because I was so prepared, and I wasn't tarnished, and I was completely prepared for the real world.
And just being able to, now that I'm gone from here, being able to see more really how blessed I was to go here, in the lessons and the teachers that I had used every opportunity that they could to show the grace of God, or His compassion, or His mercy, or even sometimes His judgment and consequences, and that we will have consequences for our sin. And
I think the biggest thing about the small classroom setting is that it enables you to have a personal relationship with your teachers and also with your classmates, but primarily the teachers. And then you aren't just in a teacher-student relationship, but also they're your friends, and you want to talk to them, and you want to share your ideas with them and your thoughts, and you want to ask questions from them, and you trust them. And in bigger classroom settings, that's really hard to do because it's a giant, there's 50 students in the room and you don't feel comfortable. At least I don't feel comfortable asking a question in giant classroom settings. And then like 10 person settings, it's just like a big fun time. You just like talk and have fun together. them?
Eastwood was very consistent, and it was definitely a comfort zone and a nice bubble to be a part of. And now that I'm outside of that bubble, I'm really thankful for being sheltered so long at Eastwood, because it kept me from all of the bad things in the world. But now that I'm out in it, I'm better prepared of how to manage what's going on around me.
Eastwood is a family, and they're going to accept you no matter what. I mean, I've seen people from all different denominations, all different ages, everything. If you transition into Eastwood, they're going to accept you. You're going to find a place here, and you're going to find a home.
If they haven't been here already, try it. Take that step of faith. It is different, but it's worth it. And if they're thinking about sticking around and they're here already, I just tell them, just stick through it. And it might not seem good right now. Other schools look good, and there are other things, especially in pursuit of the world, that other schools have way more to offer. But in pursuit of Christ, I wouldn't say that it comes close. So it's really what you're going after. If you're going after the Lord, then this is the best place to be.